Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Makole Sithole and I am for fitness, health, lifestyle and empowerment. Welcome to my Kasi, welcome to Lenyenye, welcome to a very beautiful township. Last year towards festive season, a very tragic accident happened that got us losing our beloved youth, and the very same thing happened again this year towards festive season. It was alleged that they were coming from the very same place of turn up, and both accidents happened after midnight. So when this accident happens, they tend to trend very fast on social media, more especially on Facebook. You find people talking about it and already sending their rest in peace condolences on Facebook before the families of the alleged involved could reach the accident scene or let alone be aware of the accident itself. During a memorial service of the recent accident, Caiphus Mabitsela, who is a respectable member of our community, made an important point about how we should reform and start to approach matters like this in a different way. Now, let's find out what he has to say.
My name is Caiphus Mabitsela, the chairperson of the ANC Youth League in Ubuntu branch here in Lenyenye, and community activist, member of many organizations that I cannot mention because there are many. But I really passionate about community development and more especially working with young people.
Tell us, how do you view Lenyenye as a whole?
Lenyenye is a good township with all different characters, with its own challenges as a community, as each and every community has got its own challenges. But overall, Lenyenye produced talented young people, is still producing academics, young people, including young people who are talented like you. You understand, young people who are too ambitious to achieve their goals, not just being ambitious for nothing, but to achieve their goals. Like, as now, as you are viewing Lenyenye, you have people like Botangi, you have people like Mutupi, Mudiba, you have people like we call him manager, Vincent Mulene, who's a pharmacist currently studying law. You understand, there are a lot of young people, there are a lot of people who are making different, and we even have people who have producers. We have produced a lot of business people. Like, I cannot mention them, but really, if we calculate the money that is around Lenyenye, it's a lot.
No, that is wonderful. So amongst all those things that you have mentioned, what do you admire the most about our community?
We have that thing of Ubuntu. But each and every house has got its own challenges.
Problems, yes.
But really, if one family faces problems, you will find the community coming on board, assisting where they can. Simple things like when the COVID started attacking the whole world, and each and every community leader was confused. They don't know where to start. They don't know how to respond to it. We had the young people who initiated the programs to say, let's go and feed those who are in need. We had politicians who came on board to say, oh, no, man, let's assist where we can. We have business people who came on board to say, oh, let's assist where we can. Not only for the need, like social issues, social challenges. When you have funerals, you will find the whole street. People coming on board, people assisting each other. Yes, we have Busevata Homu, we have Trompano Leboto. Those are the programs that are assisting each other. You have old age programs that are caring for our elders while we are at school, at work, and all the programs.
And I like that, because I think this is very relevant for us to put it out there, because what I hated the most is that whether I go to school, whether I go where, everywhere I go, they'll be like, where are you from? I'm from Lenyenye. Oh, pub. Pub. So I want people to know that there is more to Lenyenye than just the pub that they know.
No, like, really, each and every community has got its own weaknesses. As a person, as an individual, as a human being, you have your own weaknesses. So even our communities like that, we have our own weaknesses. So you cannot be perfect at all costs. But other than that, like, we are progressing. we are moving.
That is true.
And we are producing.
Yeah.
Even though in sports we are lacking in sports due to other weaknesses that I'm referring to say, or we are having our own.
And we are here with sports qualifications as and you're not using us.
You understand? Not really, not using.
I'm just kidding.
Like
I'm kidding.
what can you assist with your knowledge and all those things to improve where we are lacking.
Okay. So about the trend, please explain how majority of people responded to the accident in reference to the accident that happened last year and the one that recently happened.
As a leader of young people, a community leader, a political leader of young people, you will respond in a way of sorrow, or it's painful.
No, I mean, how do people respond? How do Lenyenye people, how did they respond themselves?
No, like I was coming to to say about it. It was a shocking news. Immediately after the accident, we responded in different ways. Others jumped to the social media. Others were still waiting to hear what happened. Who are the deceased and all those things. And as a leader, you have to come to a situation of balancing the emotions of people. To say, those who have experience of seeing what transpired should not jump in to inform everybody before the families could get the information formally. Because it's very much painful when you hear that your sibling passed away on an accident and you call it home and no one informed. They don't know anything, and when you are far from where the accident happened, like, you know how people respond to this kind of information, to this kind of situation. To say, you are just saying, Mama passed away on social media, or you are saying rest in peace. Then we are asking, then come on, and immediately you inform us, or somebody come on board and say, you know what, they were still young and stuff. That's why I even uttered ways to say, guys, let's reverse our rest in peace, condolences to the families and all those messages to the families until after 12 o'clock, midday. Because everybody will be informed in the families to say, this is what transpired, these are the people involved in the accident, these ones still injured, these ones, because you know that accident made us to believe that others pass away only to find out that they're still alive. And
people already mourned them. But by the way, the people who did that, they did it out of good intentions at the end of the day. It's just that they didn't know the consequences of their actions. That is why it is important for us to come back here and remind each other of how to act. Okay, fine. Whilst we're still on that, how do you think we should respond to that? Should it happen again?
You know, last year when this accident happened, remember it passed, it went with three. There were three. I was at work in Polokwane, and then I got the news. I was like, guys, what is happening? Because now immediately when I see something, I just take a phone and call those that I know, inform us what is happening there and there, then they inform us, then we keep the news. That is the first thing that we must do. The second thing is that if you are taking a responsibility of writing rest in peace, those messages, you must also inform the people who are reading the message, whom are you referring to? Because you cannot just write the message, hang people. You find more than 50 to 100 people are asking who you are not responding. You understand? But then let's just try by all means to hold ourselves until the news reach the families. After reaching the families, then we can start sharing and sending our messages to the families. But on the other side is that as young people, we are attached to social media and our emotions, like social media is one of the platforms that we express our emotions. When you will see, man, if young people mjoloba isha kamolekamo social media, if they're in abuse, social media, if at home there are problems, social media, we believe that people who are on social media will assist us to heal.
Sometimes they do.
Yes, and yes, it's always like that. Remember where you run when you have problems, you expect people to assist you to heal. And if social media is one of the platforms, I don't have a problem with it, but how do we express our feelings? It won't hurt others, and when you understand, we should have a good timing to say, oh yeah, now is the right time to do this, because you might write anything that you write and somebody come back and attack you on social media, and it's going to be a problem. Because we are not responding the same to situations.
Yeah, that is true. So in relation to the last year's accident and the recent one, let's talk about the attendance, the funeral attendance, the memorial service attendance. Well, what do you think about it, and what message do you have for the people? How would you like to appreciate them? Because very when they do attend.
One thing that I will say is that we really appreciate each and every person who attend, not only just going to attend, but those who put their hands of assisting in those families. Last days it was very much difficult because the funerals were not at the same
time. Yeah, I remember.
They were on weeks, if you remember very well. And the other one, we were sure that he is back.
And then he left us.
And after some few days, we received calls, man, that boy is no more, and you would feel. But on this one, currently, there were members of the organization that I'm belonging to, and there were those young people who are very much active, always respecting us, not only respecting us as leaders, but they're respecting everyone. But they were young, like being young, you are young. There are certain things that we cannot expect you to behave as if you are 70, you are 50. You are young. You cannot suspend to be a young person.
Yeah, that is true.
You understand? So the attendance was beyond the expectations. I don't know how to put it, because everybody was there, especially almost 60% to 70% of the young people who were around Lenyenye.
I remember, like, the center was full, it was packed, the hall was...
You get
everybody was there.
Everybody was back to the memorial service. The hall was packed during the memorial service.
It was.
And we thought maybe by doing memorial service during the funeral, young people will go back and give family and others chance. But unfortunately, it was not
they
like
were like,
that.
no.
They were like,
we all wanted closure. We all had to be there.
It was like, let's go and pay our last respect. And it was like that. In the families, even though center was fully packed, but in the families, no another way, people were there. People were there.
Okay. So, what message do you have for our youth out there in terms of how should they conduct themselves, more especially during the festive season?
One thing that I will say is that we are young and we cannot suspend to be young. But the most important thing is that we must be responsible young people.
Thank you very much for being here. Is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to?
I'll give a shout out to everyone in Lenyenye.
It cannot be everyone.
I can't choose because the only yes, I was coming to that to say already. I will only choose the family that I have, my wife, support that she's giving me, and the organization that I'm belonging to.
Okay, thank you very much. You guys, do not forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, tell us what you think about this topic, tell us how you think we should react to matters like this. Until next time, you guys, bye bye.